Remember when I said I probably don't want to come out here in Florida again because it gets super hot in the summer? You know, I told myself I probably wouldn't come back out here because summer has started.
Lies. Oh, lies!
Okay, so I kind of lied. I didn't mean to, but I did. Only reason why I'm out here is because right now I have this thing. It's the DJI Mimo 7P. I think that's what it is, or I forgot the name of it. I'll just put a link in there. I'll tell you what it is. But the point is I have to test it out now because it does motion tracking, right? So, and I do a lot of trailing videos on my RC car. So, I just kind of wanted to show this thing off. I'm a little gassed because I had to. Basically, I was cleaning up all this stuff up over here. Cleared out a trail, cleared out a little area over there down by the creek to kind of get an idea on how good this thing tracks. So like bear with me as I kind of like work through the kinks on this thing. Not sure how good it does or how good it performs. Seems to be pretty good, pretty stable. So let's get into it, right? You didn't come here to watch my face. Right now, I have tracking on the truck. You can kind of see now how it works. So let's see if I can do this by myself and get a good estimate on how this will work. I feel like just based on that is amazing, but let's get going. The audio is going to sound a little different because I am recording this post video with a different headset and I guess application, but the headset's acting kind of wonky, so the sound might be a bit different. So right now we're starting the trail and you can kind of see the tracking is solid. It's definitely solid, and I'm trying to remember that not only am I driving, that I'm also holding a device that tracks, so I can really just focus on the truck instead of the camera like I used to, which is why I ran into that little plant that was growing out of the ground there. You see the tracking is smooth. The gimbal really does speed up. You can set the settings in it for it to speed up faster to keep up with it tracking in sport mode type thing. But there are times where it does kind of lose the object that it's tracking and it has to readjust to it. So right now it readjusted, but it readjusted to the back end of the truck instead of the front end. And that's something you kind of have to be mindful to. Sometimes it won't. When it readjusts, it will readjust back into a different part of the object that you're tracking, which might be the rear of a thing. So it's focusing on that versus the whole of the thing. And that will make the camera go towards that part. If anybody's asking in there, those foams, I took out the foams, I took off the stock tires, and they're solid. But I put on some Hyraxes, and inside of those foams are the Injera anti-foams, the green ones. So they hold up pretty good. Phone lost it. So right there you can see like the phone lost the tracking on the truck. And it readjusted again, and again it just caught the top part of the truck is tracking. There we go. So occasionally you would have to do that, and that doesn't happen very often. You have to be mindful of it when it does, and sometimes you'd have to go in there and actually like select the object that you wanted to track, which is by basically drawing a box over the object itself, and that will tell it will turn green. The box will turn green, and that will tell the DJI to track that object. So you see how it sped up right there just to catch up to the truck. That's pretty good. Like, that's probably about as fast as it's going to move. Typically on the trail, I'm not really going fast anyway, so it should always keep up with it. It is just to be mindful of, if you are doing this by yourself, then you need to make sure that you keep the truck at a certain distance, not too far and not too close, because it could lose tracking this way, one way or the other there. So lost tracking, trying to catch it, lost it again. I think that's me manually doing that now at that point, because I was driving. I didn't really want to stop to adjust the tracking on it. You could there's a little trigger on the back of your controller of the gimbal, and if you double tap it or you tap it, it will turn on the tracking and turn it off. And if you turn it on, there's a chance that it will catch your object in front of you if it doesn't blend in with the environment, and then boom, you're good. So you can do it hands-free, and you can do it, manually with your finger, just to draw a little box around that object. This is actually B-roll. I had really no intention of showing any of this, but it is tracking on here as well. It's really not to show the capabilities of this truck, but more or less the tracking of it. I think this truck is pretty good. It's straight axle. It's not portal axle like much of the, I guess a lot of the crawlers that's out there are the trail trucks. A lot of them are coming with portals, and that gives you a lot more clearance. But this truck is kind of odd because it's straight axle, and I get plenty of clearance even though it's straight axle with the regular 1.9 tires. I do still have to choose my lines from time to time, but for the most part, it works. So these rocks here got hung up on a little bit here. The Hyraxes are still solid trucks, or still, solid tires, even when they're wet. So I'm getting hemmed up here. Wheel speed and the tires pull me out of it. So yeah, thanks for joining the video. Hope you really learned something from this. I think I did too. So yeah.